Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas AnM Aggies, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Aggies offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Get it out on the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. And you're seeing that here early.
All kinds of running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got just enough to force the defense to stay honest. You have to account for this guy's ability to tuck the football and run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds his man. It's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect... Game today, Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got it behind the line. It's Strickland. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The pirouette on the run. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run play action. This one's complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They're trying to extend this already long drive. The 9th play is a 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Quick strike complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Extending the play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The play-action fake. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a... yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football. Make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Hold it, offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll pump it in inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
To the ground with the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvard. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide.
The plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll run the sneak for it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And just
touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pulls it in, it's Tease.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I have to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. They'll run the ball. He's got it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. They'll get a quick breather. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Got a man. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking for a man on second down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done. Oh, it's out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying.
Hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. He wants to throw here on second down. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man.
Afterburner's coming. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Sellers. They're trying to get to him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. The give to the right. Just ran over him. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires one high and deep. And he pulls it in at the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. Handoff to the single running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table.
Lost one deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Greenville. They're up by 21 over Florida Atlantic. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. Second down coming. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Getting some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Fires to the right. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Russell. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was